Here we got the starting grid for today's race at Sochi for the Russian Grand Prix. Jay Fury starts from pole position after hitting a 31.38 in qualifying yesterday. Figo did match that time but set it second, meaning he will start from the front row right behind. Bilaron starts third as M. Ludwig has taken the 10 place grid penalty. For his engine wearing out. He will start down in 13th. Laurent promoted up to 3rd. Ugrand promoted up to 4th. Bichonnet up to 5th. Then we have Tihi starting 6th, promoted up from 8th as Ed Batuko takes a 3-place grid penalty for impeding in qualifying. T. Corvo will start from 7th. Xavier Hawkins will start from 8th and Batuko. Then from 9th, Nick Hill starts from 10th for RTX Boeing, followed by J Hatch for HRT Storm from 11th. Ricky starts 12th. Then we have M. Ludwig with that 10-place grid penalty from the engine, starting 13th as he had to replace it. R.A. George in for Benenobla will start 14th. J. Martin in as Racing Point reserve driver will start from 15th. DXN in after not showing up in qualifying will start 16th, and Yo Spinador will start 17th after his replacement was disqualified in qualifying. No second Waveline car here on the grid today, unfortunately. Some car issues for them today, but without further ado, let's get straight into the race. Hello and welcome to Formula League Season 2 Round 3 here at Sochi for the Russian Grand Prix. Here we go. Fury from pole, Figo from the front row, and we've got M. Ludwig down and about, starting from 13th. Oh my god, and chaos at the start already, and we've got a massive concertina effect as well. Ugran and Laurent get sent into the grass, not sure by who, where or how. But now Ugran and Laurent side by side, it's a bit of chaos here. Hawkins is up into the podium position already. He started it down in 8th position. That's 5 spots up from the start. The two drivers that tied for pole position yesterday have gotten a great getaway start here, Fury and Figo. Then we have Hawkins, Laurent, Ugran, both down. Bichonnet, great qualifying performance. Look at that, Nick Hill also up a few positions here. I think 2 or 3 at least. He's up into 7th. Then we have Martin also up a bunch of positions. The Racing Points, great start. Ludwig also up 4. He's up into 9th already. He's looking for that outside move on Martin. So's Batuko looking for another one, but doesn't have the momentum. Hits the back of him. Then we have Corvo, we have Tihi, who has fallen quite a bit. I think he was the first one to hit the back of Laurent and Ugran there at that turn 1 incident, and that might have cost him a lot as a result. Got Hatch, then we have Ricky, we have R.A. George, reserving for Benenobla, who has mysteriously gone missing here in Sochi in Russia. Then we have DXN showing up for the race. He didn't qualify. Neither did Yoa. Guzman qualified for him, but unfortunately was disqualified due to using too many tire sets. Otherwise, he would have been in Q2, so that it was a bit of a shame. Yoa now, it's a difficult start for him. He started on the hards, to be fair, which probably isn't helping too much, but I think he's just planning to play the long game. He's leading this pack of 4 here at the back. At the front, it's business as usual, but Hawkins has dropped back. It's Laurent up in 3rd, and we've just about missed out, unfortunately. And Hawkins is here with Ugran and Shone. Ludwig up into 7th. He's gone past Nick Hill. The two Spanish drivers, Martin and Batuko, are fighting here just like they fought in Baku, and the two of them always provide some entertaining battles. Tihi is making his way back up, so is Corvo. They're slowly but surely regaining that time they've lost at the start. Figo has overtaken Fury for the lead of the race. It's a 32 flat fastest lap for Figo, but the fastest lap of the race is Martin's at 31.78. Makes a mistake there in turn 1, though unfortunately he's looking to try and chase down Nick Hill. How's this pack for P4 doing here? Bilaron has really ran away from them now. Ugran is leading this pack. Hawkins staying close behind him. Shone as well, who's on the mediums, and both him and Laurent might get a bit of an advantage here, an early strategic advantage. They started on the mediums, but they still had a very solid start to the race. A lot of soft runners here today. I think the main strategy people have been discussing is a two-stop with either soft, medium, or soft, hard. I think someone mentioned a soft, medium. So there's a bit of variety in that, but I think everyone agrees on a two-stop strategy here. The softs look to be the fastest around here. Well, thanks to, you know, it being pretty high-speed track. Figo seems to have just really gapped Fury in the last couple laps. That gap is nearing an entire second. And before that, he was sitting close by behind Fury. So maybe he was just biding his time for an overtake, and now he's trying to, you know, keep that gap, run away. We'll have to see how this ends up. BAR got a lot of upgrades to the car since last time around. These same upgrades have also benefited HRT Storm and what was it, Venser. Speaking of which, Ludwig and Nick Hill, they're not too far behind that pack for P4. Hawkins and Shone now with a little bit of a squabble there for P5 as Ugran runs away from both of them. Shone again attacks into the chicane. And Ludwig is closing in behind them. Then we have the two Spanish drivers, then Corvo, and Tihi has dropped back and he's into the pits. Here we go then, Ludwig, nope. He probably was forced off there due to the ping disparity, which, if that's the case, that's very unfortunate. But he's looking to try and close down again. I was hoping for an overtake there. Engine failure for DXN, and he's out of the race. Unfortunately, looks like it just didn't feel like it. Figo's into the pits, Ugran's into the pits, and Figo comes out in 7th. Ugran comes out. Where's my numlock? There it is. In 11th. Onto mediums, both of them. Figo will look to try and get past Nick Hill, and there's the overtake from Ludwig on Bishone, and he might also look for one on... Oh, he's left the door open on the inside, and he's into the pits. That's why he didn't care too much about that position on his in-lap. Figo now, and the undercut doesn't seem to have worked out that much. It seems to be that Fury has overcut Figo a little bit, and no, now he's completely dropped back to the original gap. So I guess not much change there. Fury's on the hards, however. That'll be interesting to see as the tires wear, how that will change up the status quo. Shone's into the pits now. Laurent still in the lead. Ari, George, and Ricky getting out of the way for him. And I think Ari George used the opportunity as well to get past Ricky there, if he wasn't already. Laurent currently in the lead, but that's the provisional lead is Figo's, followed by Fury. Then Yoa currently is up in P4. He started on those hard tires. They've still got a fair bit of life in them, and it'll be interesting to see how he does with this alternative strategy. He's got a lot of clean air in front of him now, and he's only got Ugran slowly catching up behind him. Hawkins on softs. Ludwig and Shone have both picked hards, so I think they will be happy to just sit behind Hawkins for a bit now. I mean, there's no slip really, it's 0 slip, just a tiny little bit, so I don't think it really changes anything if they sit behind that much or not. Batuko has gone quite up in the mess of like pit stops and everything. He's gone past I believe Martin, and he has gotten past Nick Hill into P9, so he's running quite well right now. Then we have, Corvo still chilling in 12th, and Tihi in 13th, Hatch in 14th, R.A. George and Ricky fighting for 15th, and DXN are only DNF of the race, with of course the second wave line being our only DNS. And yeah, Yoa here in P4, Ugran slowly catching up to him as those hard tires wear out, but I still think Yoa's in a very solid position here. Maybe let's check out the VC if anyone's got any comments. I see some pings. Nope, the pings don't matter. Figo coming up on R.A. George now, who lets him pass. Not sure if Figo hitting the wall in the first place was a result of him not being able to get past him, or just a thing on my screen. But he has gapped Fury now. It is 2 seconds now, and he's looking to deliver the first British aerial race victory here tonight in classic Figueroa style. Laurent, look at him, he's pitted onto soft, and he's catching up quick to Fury now. The tyre advantage is very noticeable. Look at that, that is down to under 2 seconds now. Ugran still slowly catching up to Yoa. R.A. George is out after all. So that's our second DNF of the race. Which means, well, 0 points. I guess he didn't want to do it for 2 points, which is fair enough. Go Ugran, Hawkins in P6. He had a great start. He's dropped some positions since. He might gain one back now as Yoa is into the pits. He does get back up into P5. And Yoa, what will he pit for? It is a set of soft tires. Isn't Johnny Fury? Yes, J Fury is Johnny Fu. It's currently now being overtaken by Laurent. Is also looking to try and chase down Figo potentially here. He's got fresher and faster tires. He's only got Ricky in his way, and Ricky is of course a very seasoned Blue Flags veteran. Very nice there from him, very good job. Then we have Ugran, so we got 3-4 for McDonald's right now. It was 1-4 last race. And, well, with the pole position, they will be hoping for more, but it's not over yet. They are playing the long game here with a hard tire set. Ozzy and Guzman discussing in the race chat why neither showed up. Manbergo, R.A. George giving a post-race interview now saying never driving the track was not the right call, I guess. He also has commented on the fact that he was busy bombing Venezuela. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta prioritize Formula League over bombing random Latin American countries. In any case, is this gap changing at all? I think it's about the same currently. Let's take a look down the grid. Shoney's up into 5th. I think, yeah, Hawkins' soft tires are wearing out. Ludwig's close behind the both of them as well. Batuco, Martin, and Yoa has pitted out into these two, with Corvo close behind. He's hit the grass there. That's not where you want to hit grass right before a straight. Batuco and Martin just love fighting each other. God damn. We've seen the same thing happen in Baku. And yeah, I think the two of them just really love battling each other. Either that or they don't. And I'm getting the wrong idea from this. But Yoa, you know, Yoa's got a lot of ping. Corvo's got a lot of ping here. And both of them, well, not Corvo anymore, but Yoa's trying to get through. Also, famously the only one on this entire grid that has decided not to bother with changing his name to his roleplay name on Formula League, which would be Yoa Spinador. Looking down the inside on both the Spanish drivers, and there he goes. And, well, That's P7 for him currently. Laurent is now into the pits, same lap as Figo. Fury now getting some clean air. Nope, it's not clean air. Nick Hill is putting out ahead of him, and then he's got Teehee a bit further up as well. So he will have to get past some lapped cars. Meanwhile, Ricky separating Figo and Laurent at the current moment, both of them onto medium tires. And, well, this is a 2-stop strategy, so I believe those were their final pit stops. Got a lot of people chilling on the hard tires. Got Shone and Ludwig up in 4th and 5th. We got Yoa, of course, now with great clean air on those softs. Batuko has pitted earlier here than Martin, looking to undercut. Ugran now getting past Corvo. Hawkins is gonna look to try and get past Corvo as well. Corvo hasn't pitted off those worn medium tires yet. Hawkins has got a fresh set of hards, but of course Corvo is not lapped, so he does not have to resend the position. Bishone is into the pits, and Corvo might make a big... Oh, he's into the pits. He might make a big difference here for Bishone in his battle with Hawkins, and he does come out behind, but very, very close behind. And I think that fight with Corvo, if you could call it a fight, did contribute to that. Jay Fury now comes out. He's a lap ahead of Corvo, who lets him by very nicely there. And... well, he does. Wait, Jay Fury doesn't come out. He's just still driving on the hards. Figo and Laurent, both of them on those fresh medium tires, but the gap has not changed at all. They're about same pace, looks like, between the two of them. Yoa is now back up into 4th. Of course, he still has to pit one more time, but the strategy of starting on the hard tires as Fury is into the pits, Figo easily goes into the lead. Laurent into 2nd, and it looks like a P3 for Fury right now. Yoa's into the pits now. Where will he come out for his final pit stop as Ugran goes past, and so do Ludwig, Hawkins and Bishone. And Yoa comes out in P8. He's about 3 seconds behind that next pack. He could potentially catch them. You also have to worry about Batuko catching up behind him. Batuko's looking nicely settled in P9 after that undercut. Teehee is up into P10 currently on an undercut of his own. Notice both HRT Storms earlier had an undercut, and he's on still quite fresh hard tires. Martin is on fresh softs, however, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Two of them fighting here for P10, but not much of a fight there. Martin uses his boost to get past. Teehee makes a mistake. Laurent has hit the exact same lap time as Figo last lap, so that's still about the same. Fury hanging out in P3. He did hit pole yesterday, so he will probably have wanted to do more, but it just looks like he's unfortunately been outpaced by both Figo and Laurent. Oh, and also a lag there. Probably that wouldn't help if that has happened before that point either. Good thing he's relatively on his own. There's Hatch, of course, behind him, but Hatch is on his own in this race as well, so not much effect that had on anyone. Ugran in P4, it's still very solid, double McDonald's points. Ludwig up in P5, as both Shone and Hawkins have dropped a fair bit behind. Yoa is actually getting closer and closer here, especially to Hawkins. He's already knocking on the door, 1 second behind. And this is going to be interesting. P4 to P8, maybe even P9 if there's too much chaos. Batuko could get involved. What else do we have? We have Corvo, Teehee, and Nick Hill in a fight, while Figo, the race leader, is of course trying to get past him as well. He's already gone past Nick Hill. Mafagil, I would appreciate no communications. You're not in the organization, my friend. But yeah, Figo being led by Tihi, and soon to be led by Corvo. There he is. And the two of them fighting with each other again behind. How's Yoa doing on catching up to Hawkins? He's right there. Well, on his screen he was probably side by side, not just behind. Meanwhile, we've also got Ludwig behind Ugran here, looking to fight for P4. Great comeback from him after giving himself a grid penalty. Shone is not too far behind either. This pack is really converging upon each other. Laurent now looking to try and get past Tihi and Corvo. Yeah, that... Oh my god. Just let him pass, guys. That was just not good whatsoever. He lost nearly 2.5 seconds to Figo because of that whole chaos, and both of these drivers also lost all that time to Corvo. So I'm not sure what was happening there, but that was unserious driving, unserious blue flags from them. Ludwig still on the back of Ugran here. Hawkins has gone past Shone, and Yoa has dropped back, probably struggling to find an overtaking spot here. And I don't blame him. It's a tight circuit on the overtaking spots. You just want to corner inside constantly all of the time. And yeah, if the people ahead of you are doing that, then it's hard to make an outside move. Though it is possible with the boost if you save up enough. Shone down the inside on Hawkins. Look at that move. Not sure if Hawkins let him pass, but that was a beautiful move nonetheless. Ludwig's is just stuck behind Ugran for the time being. I don't think he's found an opening through, and now he's dropped back a fair bit. Shone, Hawkins, Yoa, Figo wins for BAR, Laurent in second. It will be Jay Fury in third. Laurent will be very, very mad, Arian as well, and I don't blame him. Because the blue flags really lost him a lot of time. I don't think he would have caught up anyways. Ugran P4, Ludwig P5. Yoa manages P6. P7 Shone, P8 Hawkins, P9 Batuko, P10 Martin, P11 Corvo. And then it's between Tihi and Hill here. And it's a race down to the line. It will be Tihi taking P12 provisionally. P13 for Hill. P14 for Hatch. And P15 for Reki out of the finishers. First off, our, I believe, third different race winner in 3 rounds for Formula League. First ever win for Tesco British Aerial. The car was worse in the first 2 rounds, but today, Figo, you showed up and you delivered a solid win. How was your experience at Sochi?
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, very happy. I think this makes me happier than a viewer when it's so funny. Yeah, I think the car isn't quite up there with the competitors quite yet, but it's clearly up there now in terms of allowing me to be capable of winning. So that's great. Very happy, and yeah, I just there's this moment that kind of annoyed me, little hiccups, for example, I think it was Nick Hill. He accidentally blocked me because I was trying to overtake him, and he moves in front of me as I try and pass. And I just get stopped. So that lost me a bit. And then when I was trying to pass Girouni and stuff, He like hit the grass on the second last corner. He literally stopped, and I just got stuck behind him. So that was tough. But I mean, I think what's his name, Blank, had to go through the same thing, so it kind of evens out. I think he had it worse as well. But yeah,
Yeah,
I think yeah, the pace is there, and hopefully we can keep up this momentum and really try and hunt for that constructors and drivers title for me as well. But yeah, very happy.
yeah, thank you very much. Up next, second place, fastest lap. Obviously, at the end, lost a lot of time because of some blue flags there, Blank. But overall, what do you make of this? What do you make of this race and this finish? I think you're still doing quite well there in the drivers' title hunt.
So yeah, like race was very fun in the beginning and it was very chaotic at the end. The first stint was kind of I was getting pushed around and a lot of stuff. Then the second stint was like real calm and I was into the groove and just catching up and also able to overtake Johnny Fu at that stint as well. But the third stint was pure chaotic for me. Like I didn't know what to do. I was just trying to pass, and I was just like bombarded and caught in a crossfire. I felt like just like Baku here as well. The blue flags caught just took away my P1 at the circuit. I don't know when the blank win or I mean the Laurent win will be coming, but yeah, I will be working again and try to win P1 next time.
Yep, thank you very much, and I wish you good luck with that as well. The car looks competitive enough to challenge for that. Um, so yeah, we don't have Jay Fury or AU Grant, but we do have Vinci in the chat. He's deafened, however, but maybe he could give us a text response uh, on McDonald's performance. Wow, a lot of people hearing Blank for the first time. Yeah, Blank, you've got a lovely voice, by the way, mate. Glad to have interviews with you. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Vinci's.
I'm also delighted. Yeah, you also have a very wonderful voice, man.
Thank you. Okay, Vinci's dead. We can go over to M. Ludwig. You decided, given the engine wore out around early, you decided instead of giving the grid penalty over to the second car to take it yourself, started P13. Great comeback into P5, 8 positions. What do you make of your weekend in general?
Yeah, I mean, overall, compared to the front runners, we just lacked pace. I think it's mainly the car, but we're going to bring upgrades for, I think, next weekend and Silverstone, so that'll be good. And yeah, fifth place is not terrible. Salvaged some points from the weekend, so relatively happy with that.
All right. Thank you very much. Who else have we got here? Next up, I guess we can talk to Corvo, P11 and the Vencer. You've not yet signed a main seat for them, but you decided to emergency reserve today. And how was your experience? You didn't make it into Q2 yesterday, but you did start, I think, a bit higher than P11. So was it a bit of a struggle with the car, or?
Well, quali was could have been better. I should have made Q2, but I missed out by the skin of my teeth. And then today's start was just abysmal. I lost so much time at the start. I think I dropped from like 7th to 13th or something like that. Was spending most of the first stint just trying to get a handle on the course really. The following stints after were fine, but I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like the car was just not onto it today. I feel like on a track where you need a lot of like acceleration, a lot of the corners, uh, I don't know. I felt like it was just driving a truck compared to what everyone else had today.
Yep, that's very fair. Thank you. And I guess we can finish this off with the United States Chief of Staff, R.A. George. a DNF in the end for you, so no points, but you did show up. Would you like to give any comments about the race or Venezuela?
I don't think I have much to say about the race. I didn't know I was going to be driving. I think Onobla, I think he had something to do, so unfortunately couldn't make it. So I just jumped into the car just after I finished taking President Maduro to jail. I just jumped into the car straight away and just tried my best. But it was a tough track. Sochi is a tough track. I asked Mr. Putin to change some grass for me, but unfortunately it couldn't be done in time. So I struggled a lot, and then I don't think more than P16 was in there. So I just retired the car early, save some resources for all of us, and hopefully do better next time.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you, and I believe we will be hearing from the team principal of McDonald's, T. Vinci. His drivers finished third and fourth today. Fury from Paul, and I believe Ugran started about P4, so he's just finished where he started, which he has, if that's the case for this round, he has done so every round so far this season. I can also share some comments from the McDonald's drivers in the group chat. F1 fan, aka Gran, he still finished ahead of some people with a better car, but many mistakes during the race. And J Fury concurs, a lot of mistakes, especially during final stint. That ultimately resulted in him dropping down to P3. Still a podium, however, for him, and still very solid points for both of them. I think BAR might beat them on points scored this weekend, but it would be very close either way. Lots of points for Arian as well, probably third best. Shoney also delivered a P7 for Carpathians after a solid qualifying, so he's looking like a very solid underdog now. He was P10 in Baku. This car has been getting better, and so has his pace. Hawkins, in the end, finished right where he started. It was a very exciting early start up to P3, but it's P8 in the end, and his teammate is the reserve Martin in P10. That's still solid double top 10 for Racing Point. And here we go from Vinci. It was a decent race overall by the two drivers. Maybe we could have squeezed more performance out of the car in the race, but it's not a problem. I believe we are still first in constructors, and I'm really happy about that. We'll try to continue this good form in the future with more updates to the car. Thank you, Vinci. And to finish it off, I guess we can have a little word from Flex, who was viewing some of that. Flex, you want to say anything?
Happy about the Flex win, the Figo win, of course, as ex-teammate, I want to see him succeed and stuff. But yeah, the race itself, I mean, watching it was a bit actually more fun than doing anything in UL. So like, yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's a good race from Figo, but I think also I don't know who B Laurent is. I think that's blank.
Yeah.
Question mark. Yeah, I think blank just got a bit, effed by Nick Hill or who it was, because who didn't let him pass. But nevertheless, I think Figo still had the best space. I don't want to be biased or anything, but like, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you very much. And with that, that is the post-race interviews. We will be back here for Formula League again next week for the final race before the first mid-season break. It will be in Poland at Silesia Ring at Kamień Śląski. So we'll see you for the Polish Grand Prix next week, and goodbye.